Hello and assalamu alaikum. Welcome to today's video. Today's video is about the history of Kaaba and what is the historical significance of the rituals of Hajj or the manasik of Hajj we do in relation to the Prophet Ibrahim and Prophet Ismail radiallahu ta'ala anhu. So let's go with it, and hopefully this video will be very useful for you once you are inshallah ta'ala going for Umrah or Hajj to know the significance. So, as the history goes, Prophet Ibrahim was ordered by Allah Ta'ala to take his wife Hajar and son Ismail when Ismail was just a baby and leave them in the land of Makkah. So at that time, Makkah did not existed. It was just a barren desert area, hilly area, I would say. And he took his wife and son over there, and after leaving and basically he left them there. His wife Hajar keep calling Prophet Ibrahim, but he did not responded, and then she finally asked or Ibrahim that if that was the will of God, and then basically Prophet Ibrahim nodded yes. So this is what we know. And after that, Prophet Ibrahim left. Hajar and Ismail only had few things, some water to eat. And after they had ran out of that, because the Prophet Ismail at that time was just a baby, he was crying, and the mother was really worried about that, so she started running and in trying to find some food, some water, some shelter, because there was nothing. And in doing so, she ran between the mountains of Safa and Marwa. So this is the remains which are of Safa and Marwa. These are just the pictures we know now, because everything has been transformed. And this is the significance which we do during Umrah and during the Hajj, that we try to replicate the same thing which was done at that time by running between the Safa and Marwa by Hazrat Ibrahim's wife Hajar. During this time, when she was worried and she was running between the mountains, suddenly she noticed that water started to come out where the Prophet Ismail was there. There are different stories whether where the Prophet Ismail, the baby basically was kicking his legs. From there the water emerged, or it is said that the prophet, not the prophet, the angel Jibril came and touched that ground, that part with his wing, or touched it, and the water basically came. But irrespective of that fact, basically by the will of God, the Abi Zamzam, basically the Zamzam water started from that location. And after that, the Hajar basically started putting stones around the water in order to keep it safe. And after that, a civilization started to occur, because people from around the places started to settle there, and this was the emergence of the city of Makkah, basically. Because that's the thing, that in old civilizations, wherever the population has been, it has always been around a stream of water or the rivers. And that is the significance of water, because the water was the major need and necessity, and that was the considered a location where anyone could live. And Zamzam water was the source of livelihood there, and people started living and approaching that land. Later on, after many years, Hazrat Ibrahim came back to his wife and his son Ismail. And when he came there, he started living with them. And after some time, we don't know the exact years, Prophet Ibrahim saw a dream where he was slaughtering his son. And he knew, because he was a prophet, he knew that this is what Allah Ta'ala is asking him, to slaughter his son. And if you can feel the pressure, that if someone would see such a thing in dream, and it has to someone has to do, it's a big task. So when he saw the dream, he discussed with Ismail. At that time, Ismail was young enough to understand the thing, and when he heard that his father saw this dream, he understood that this is the will of God, and he agreed to it, that you may slaughter me. So Prophet Ibrahim took him to some place in order to slaughter him, and closed his eyes. And when he was going to him, he was replaced by a lamb. And this is gesture which happened. But before that, basically, from where the Ramy came, when he was taking his son Ismail for slaughtering, there are two different narrations, but one of them is that when he was taking his son for slaughtering, the shaitan appeared and tried to uh, convince him that he should not do that, he should not act on it, because he's his son and you should not be harming your son. Because of course it's a very strong relation between a father and son, and no father would even harm his son. And here the Prophet Ibrahim was asked to slaughter his son. So the shaitan came and tried to distract him. So Prophet Ibrahim threw stone at him. Then the shaitan went away, and then after he walked a little bit, shaitan again came and tried to convince him that you should not do that. So again the Prophet Ibrahim threw stone at him, and this happened three times. Again the shaitan went away and came back again. So three times the same thing happened, and same, the Hazrat Prophet Ibrahim threw stone at him and ran away, and after that he did not came. So this is the same thing which we do till date in during the days of Hajj, when we are doing the Ramy. And approximately we try to do it at the approximate locations where this happened with the Prophet Ibrahim, where the shaitan was stopping Prophet Ibrahim to slaughter his son Ismail. So, and this has been made a part of Hajj, which thousands and millions of people do every year to commemorate the big thing which Prophet Ibrahim did for the will of Allah Ta'ala. So after that, basically, the Prophet Ibrahim went ahead and was going to slaughter his son. When he was going to slaughter his son was replaced by a lamb. An angel came and replaced his son with a lamb. And when he opened his blindfold or opened his eyes, he saw that he had cut or he had slaughtered a lamb or goat, whichever, and his son was safe and sound in front of it. And again, this is a manasik of Hajj, that every actually all the, not only the Hajj, but every Muslim during Eid al-Adha do a qurbani to commemorate the big thing which was done by Prophet Ismail and Prophet Ibrahim. The Prophet Ibrahim was happy to slaughter his son for the will of God, and Prophet Ismail agreed to his father for the will of God. So this is a brief history about that, but also there is another narration before we move ahead, that that it is also stated that this incident of shaitan stopping Prophet Ibrahim also happened when during the days of Hajj, when he had made the Kaaba, which we're gonna hear about later. That during that time as well, that when he had made the Kaaba, during that time, and he was asked to do the Hajj, shaitan stopped him during the Hajj time. So it is stated that even Prophet Ibrahim did Hajj as well. So, but which one is the stronger version, whether it is that shaitan stopped him when he was going to slaughter his son, or whether Prophet Ibrahim was stopped when he was doing the Hajj, there is a conflict. So again, this is to the best of my knowledge. If there is something wrong, please guide me and forgive me for not getting the facts right. But this is what I have read. Two different scholarly articles I have read, and two different approaches from different scholars. But that's the thing, irrespective of the thing, the shaitan stopped him from doing something which was the will of Allah, and for that he stoned the shaitan, and which we do as part of Ramy during the Hajj time. So after this, Hazrat Ismail grew, and he was quite big, and he was adult now, reaching adulthood. At that time, the Prophet Ismail was ordered by Allah Ta'ala to make Kaaba. So before that, there was no Kaaba. This is what we have heard, we know. up to the most authentic narrations, that Kaaba did not existed before that. Prophet Ibrahim was asked to build a Kaaba. When he was, and this is the Muqam Ibrahim which exists right now. This stone, or this is the basically considered to be the symbol, or the shape of his foot, actually, that this was the stone on which he used to stand and he used to make the Kaaba. So he built the Kaaba, and he built the Kaaba in a form of a rectangle. Originally, the Kaaba built by Prophet Ibrahim was just four walls, no roof, and it was just a rectangle. And this was the stone on which he used to stand, and he used to make and build Kaaba. And right now this is known as the Muqam Ibrahim, which is the silver, this golden picture on the left, where inside you will see, or if you have visited, it's something like that, which is the stone considered on which the Prophet Ibrahim used to stand. The next thing is that when he was making the Kaaba, he was brought by the Prophet Gabriel, or not Prophet, sorry, the angel Gabriel, or Jibrail, what we call that, a stone from Jannah. So this is the Hajar Aswad, or the black stone, and this never used to be black. What it is stated that this used to be white, pearl white, in essence, and this was a stone from Jannah which was given to him at that time to be placed near Kaaba or on the Kaaba. So again there is a conflict of view, and it was not originally a piece of Kaaba. Like right now it is engraved within Kaaba on one corner, eastern corner, but previously it was not like that. So irrespective, again the main essence is the story and how it goes. So he was brought this black stone, or the Hajar Aswad, and he put near or on the Kaaba at that time. Now basically this is how the Kaaba was built, and this is how the Kaaba came into existence. And after that, Allah Ta'ala asked basically Prophet Ibrahim to ask the people who had started living there because of the Ab Zamzam, which is a source of life, to come and do the tawaf of Kaaba. And since that time basically the tawaf started, and the history goes on, and that since then till today this Kaaba has been a location of worship of Allah Ta'ala. But as the time passed, as the people changed, they had lots of idols put inside the Kaaba and outside the Kaaba. As we know, during the time of Quraysh, the Kaaba inside, they had put lots of idol inside, stone and wooden made idols inside the Kaaba. And unfortunately the true essence of Kaaba was lost, and people had started preaching, obeying to different gods, and created different gods at that time. And then Prophet Muhammad came, and he basically smashed or broke all the idols which were inside the Kaaba after the Fatah Makkah, or after when Muslims conquered Makkah. So now going back to the history of Kaaba itself. So Kaaba was originally built by Ibrahim and Ismail, and that's what the history tells us, that original shape of Kaaba was basically rectangle. And what signifies the original dimensions of Kaaba is basically this picture is just a demonstration of Kaaba. And this Hatim area, which is, you have seen in many pictures, that there is a semicircle wall which has been created, a small wall, which you can see in many pictures of Kaaba or Masjid al-Haram when it is shown. This is called Hatim, and this is actually considered a part of Kaaba. So original dimensions which are considered when the Kaaba was made by Ibrahim, Prophet Ibrahim and Ismail, was rectangle, and it was not square what we see now. Even right now it's not exactly square, the walls are slightly different dimension, but still it is almost a square, looks like. But original dimensions included this Hatim area as well. And as what the history tells us, that originally it was rectangle. The Hatim area used to be the this back wall was at the part of Hatim, where the Hatim existed. But then due to floods or due to some weather changes, some walls of the Kaaba basically fell, and they had to repair the Kaaba. But even at that time, in order to repair the Kaaba, they wanted to use the halal money in order to rebuild the Kaaba. But when they were making the Kaaba, they ran out of money, and based on the money, basically they only made it what we see it today. So it was made in the shape of a cube instead of a rectangle, and that's what exists right now. So before we move on, previously, originally Muslims, when Muslims started praying, they used to pray towards Baitul Maqdis, which was considered the Qibla Awwal. So Baitul Muqaddas in Masjid Al Aqsa was the original Kaaba, for not Kaaba, the original direction where Muslims used to uh, toward face, and they used to pray towards that direction. But later on, Muslims were asked to change the direction, and they started praying towards Kaaba. So this happened later on during the time of Prophet Muhammad, when already Muslims were making the Jamaat, and they were praying to Allah Ta'ala. So the next thing is that Qibla has been rebuilt in history many times. It's not only these two times, it has been rebuilt many times. Many times it has been damaged due to rain, due to floods. There have been many floods. If you just Google it, you will find out that there have been lots of floods in that area due to the shape of the Makkah land. And during those times, the Kaaba itself has been damaged many times and rebuilt by different caliphs, different kings of their respective time. But one important fact I just wanted to mention, that during even the civil war between Ibn Zubair, who controlled Makkah, and the Caliph Abd al-Malik, the Kaaba was damaged by fire. Okay, and also Hajar Aswad, this is important, that the Hajar Aswad, which you see this point one actually over here, okay, which is just beside the gate, the door of the Kaaba. So that was also broken into three pieces. And during and after that, basically, when it was broken down, then Ibn Zubair basically reassembled it, and basically he put silver all around it in order to keep it as one piece. So in actual right now, the black stone is broken into three pieces. Hajar Aswad is not the original one. It is the original one, but has been broken down, and now it is the covering which you see around the Hajar Aswad, like this one. This is to keep it intact, but in actual, this stone has been broken into three pieces. A rest about that this is how the Kaaba looks like. This is the Muqam Ibrahim, where the footstone exists, where on which it is stated that Prophet Ibrahim used to stand, and he built the Kaaba originally. So originally Kaaba was this direction, this number 5, where it is stated. So this was one of the walls of the Kaaba, and right now, once it fell, after that it was only built in this shape. But in order to keep intact, we still have like it is till date, it is kept like this to state that this is part of Kaaba, and anyone who is praying in this Hatim area is considered that he has prayed inside Kaaba, because this is considered inside part of Kaaba. And also important thing is that originally when Kaaba was made, or what the history tells us, there used to be two gates. One was here and one was at the back side of this, but later on only one gate was kept, the rest was closed. So that's why, like, the actual essence of Kaaba is itself Kaaba and its location. The rest, the building, the walls, they have been changing in time. The structure, it has been tried to be kept on the same location where the Prophet Ibrahim made, but there have been lots of changes and to the shape of Kaaba. Also, the ghalaf or the cloth on the Kaaba, that has also got a lot of history. It has been in red color, it has been in green color, but finally it was changed to black color. And I think so that the essence, what I found based on the readings and the history, is that the black color was considered that okay, it gets less dusty, it gets less damage, so let's keep it black. Otherwise, in the history, it has been kept red, green, and multiple colors it has been. And I think so it is also available. You can see the historical colors and historical pictures in the museum in Medina. There is I think so in Medina there is, and all the historical facts are there. And again, just a disclaimer, this is to the best of my knowledge, and just I wanted to share my knowledge with you, and if there is something wrong, please forgive me. So just to, before we end this video, just to finalize that what are the different manasik of Hajj which commemorate to Prophet Ibrahim and Prophet Ismail, that from here, from Ramy, this is something which is related to the story of Prophet Ibrahim. The sacrifice, again, it is related to the history of Ibrahim. The tawaf and the sa'i. So tawaf again is related to Prophet Ibrahim, and so most of the manasik of Hajj are around the legacy of Prophet Ibrahim and Prophet Ismail. So hope you like the video. If you like, please do subscribe and share. And if you have any comment, let me know. I just wanted to give you a background or history of Kaaba along with the story of Prophet Ibrahim, Ismail, and also some of the facts and the location of Kaaba. Hope you like the video. If you like, please do subscribe and share. And if you have any comment, let me know. Thanks for watching. Take care. Allah Hafiz. Till next time. Assalamu alaikum.